If humanity truly wants to understand the future, it should not look at the collapsing systems of the modern West. It should look toward Islam, a complete and enduring system that supports mankind when everything else falls apart. Today's world reflects exactly what was described centuries ago. Lies spread faster than truth. Headlines replace reality. Screens replace intuition. Time feels compressed, years passing like months. Wealth has increased, yet peace has disappeared. Comforts have multiplied, but hearts remain empty. Islam explained this long ago. Material abundance without spiritual grounding leads to restlessness. Islam reminds us that life is a test and every action carries consequences. This sense of accountability restrains greed, strengthens families, and transforms human beings from mere consumers into moral individuals. Compare this to the modern West, where families are breaking, addictions rising, and loneliness increasing, all in the name of freedom, while people become slaves to desires and devices. Islam offers structure, 5 prayers that ground the soul, fasting that builds discipline, charity that ties wealth to responsibility, and a community that protects against isolation. What many see as restrictions are actually guardrails that create true freedom. They build strength the way training builds a warrior. Empires have fallen and ideologies have died, yet Islam remains, because it was never confined to one culture or era. Its strength lies in its balance between the individual and society. Today, Muslims stand in medicine, technology, education, and media. Islamic values are spreading across the world. As systems weaken, Islam becomes an anchor, a spiritual immune system that protects against greed, ego, and chaos. Technology has become the new religion of our age. AI shapes decisions and influences opportunities, but it cannot provide purpose, morality, or inner peace. Machines can calculate but not feel conscience. Algorithms can predict but not understand mercy. As humanity moves toward transhumanism, Islam reminds us that humans are not meant to become gods, but servants accountable to a higher authority. Without this boundary, technology becomes a weapon. Islam provides the compass, knowledge with humility, power with ethics, purpose beyond the material world. Imagine a future filled with skyscrapers, robots, and virtual realities. Yet a believer still bows in prayer, reconnecting with eternal truth. Technology is not the enemy, it simply needs direction. Islam gives that direction. Look at today's signs: wealth concentrated in a few hands, truth replaced with propaganda, wars driven by greed, and competition in building towers. These are warnings long foretold. Within this chaos, Islam shines, not as a culture, but as a universal code of justice, mercy, family, humility, and the sanctity of life. Imagine nations guided by justice rather than domination, communities built on protecting the weak, leaders ruling as servants, people seeing each other as brothers and sisters. This is not fantasy. Islam has shown it before, and it can show it again. Without such a system, the world moves toward chaos. With it, humanity rises united. Islam is not the past, it is the blueprint for the future, strong enough to withstand modern storms, gentle enough to heal a broken world. In the end, humanity will not be saved by politics or technology, but by returning to faith, discipline, and surrender to the Creator. That is the future, and that is Islam.